Monty, I guess just where do, end of a long road trip, where do your thoughts lie after this one tonight?
The road trip, it is what it is. I'm just, we just lost, so that's where my mind is right now. We've just came up short. When we had that moment when it was a one-point game, I thought their physicality kind of took us out of our pace, and the ball stuck, and we just couldn't get enough movement and pace, because that was giving us some life in the second quarter and in particular the third quarter. So I'm just trying to think of the moment, when things kind of changed. They were getting upset about fouls and that kind of thing, and then we had an ATO. I tried to run a play for Mezzi, and we turned it over, and I think it may have been 8, and it went to 11 off of and 1. So those moments are what's sticking out in my mind. And then the second chance points for them, that's a lot of second chance points. Tons of offensive rebounds for them. And they just were aggressive in the paint, just coming right at us. And it's unbelievably hard to guard when you got guys just running through your chest all night, but it's what the NBA is now. And our guys have to continue to adjust to that kind of basketball, especially on the defensive end.
At that midway point in the third quarter, when you did bring it within 1, did you see some of that same hustle and fight that you saw in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
I guess, what did you appreciate about that moment?
All of it. I mean, the first quarter was not good for us, and we were only down 8. And then from that point on, I thought that the space and the pace, getting downhill, I thought there were a few too many interior passes close to the basket. It was crowded in there. But when we played in space, it looked a lot better. But to your point, I thought our guys, they battled the way they always do. I think we only had one game on this trip where we all felt like that wasn't our team out there. That was the Memphis game. Every other game, I feel like our guys battled and scrapped and brought a great intensity and spirit to the game.
There was a moment as well in that third quarter. I think Jalen ran out of bounds, saved the ball, got it to Sass, was able to set a screen for him to make a huge 3. He was close to that point where he brought it within 1. What did you see from him as far as just the aggression he showed tonight, as well as having to take on the challenge of Embiid?
Yeah, I just felt like with Joel trying to get himself back into shape, we had to move him around. If you look at all of his points tonight, they were pretty much standstill threes and free throws. Outside of that, I thought JD's pace tonight was a benefit to us. But those kinds of plays, obviously, they give you great energy and they give emotion to the team. And that was the segment where we were hitting shots, but it was also because of how we were playing. We were getting downhill, playing in .5, and we weren't playing in the crowd. I thought in the first quarter we played in the crowd and we turned it over, and we gave them so many offensive rebounds that led to second chance points. But to your point, that segment with JD is, indicative of how we have to play when you have so many guys out.
Another guy that stepped up too, Evan Fournier, seemed like he was just really finding his groove from the outside. We can say Jaden Ivey was as well. Just what did both of them show you?
Yeah, I mean, Evan's points in the first half kind of kept us in it. And he hit tough shots. A couple of his shots, looking from the bench, I didn't know if it had a shot, and it went in. But he's made shots like that over the course of his career. And J.I. shot the ball a lot better lately. And so we need all the points we can get with all the guys we have out. It was good to see Evan bounce back, though, after taking a game off.
I guess being able to go back home now, where's your mindset at with the group? I guess what did you talk to them about in the locker room just now? Usually
after games like that, I don't say much. I know they're battling and giving us everything we have, or they have. I hadn't even thought about it. I know we're going home, but I'm so attached to the game, I can't even get around that part yet. But I'm sure guys are looking forward to getting home. But I know they're stinging about the loss, because we pour a lot into these games, even though the outcome isn't what we want.
Thank you, Monty.